Hello, Unbreakable Souls. It is Monday, February 3rd, and I'm going to do a reading. Some of y'all, before I start the reading, I just want to say that some of y'all are definitely breaking generational curses. And some of y'all have children that have gifts as well. Some of y'all have children that are seers, that can read, are readers, right? So I don't know if y'all paid attention, but when your child says they don't feel right about somebody, or somebody makes them feel weird, or something's just not right with that person, or they don't want to be friends with someone because they're just not feeling them, or like encourage them to trust in their intuition, because those are signs of gifts, right? They're seeing at a very young age. So it's very important that y'all realize and recognize when your children have gifts as well, because I know that when we have children, we teach them everything we know, right? But there are some things that we brush off because we feel like they should be in a child's place or things like that. It's very important that we're transparent with our children, especially when they are inquisitive, when they question things. I come from a generation where kids weren't supposed to question things, right? Children, and I always questioned things. I always wondered about things. I always felt people's energy. And my parents, my mother, I didn't know my real father, but there was a man, my siblings' father, two of my siblings' father. I'm the youngest of five, but he was in the home, and he had some demons, you know what I mean? Some serious demons within himself, from childhood. My mother had demons, so there was a lot of things that were suppressed within me that I was unable to, as a child, to really, feed. As far like my parents didn't feed my inquisitiveness or my curiosity, but a lot of y'all have children that have gifts, so do not. I mean, eventually they will wake up, but why not allow them to sharpen those gifts as they're younger. So I don't know who that was for, but there is somebody who has a child who has gifts, who is a seer, who is a reader. When I say reader, they can read people, and they most likely tell you about that. They tell you like, Mom, I don't want to, or Dad, I don't want to be around that person, or I just don't want to be friends with that person. Like, I just don't want, like, that's because they're reading energies, and let them do that. Or like, I don't want to go, I don't want to go over there, or I don't know, I don't want to go to a dance, or I don't want to, whatever it is, there's something telling them that they shouldn't go, or that they don't want to go. So let them tap into that. Let them tap into that inner voice, that intuition. But yeah, y'all are unbreakable souls. If you're an unbreakable soul, most likely you are a generational curse breaker. And anything below you, you're breaking generational curses, which means you're starting something new, right? Your lineage, your direct lineage, your children are a part of that, right? So make sure you don't leave them behind. Make sure you don't neglect everything that you're learning and everything that the gifts that you have. Make sure you don't, because they have them too. You unlocked a lot of things when you started breaking these curses. You unlocked a lot of ancestral blockages. There's people in your family that just kind of float along with the toxicity and the just the karmic energy and karmic behavior. So that's why them and their children, they don't have it. You know what I mean? They just don't have it. Sometimes your sibling, because your mom or your parents weren't generational curse breakers either. You are the one. You are the one. So your children are also a part of that new generation of gifts, of seeing, of success, of abundance, of supreme being, of being supreme beings. So again, that was for somebody. You are a generational curse breaker, and your children are a part of that. Anything after you now going forward, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, they're a part of your new lineage. They're a part of your new, the generation, the legacy, your 10 of Pentacles. They're a part of that. When we talk about 10 of Pentacles, it's not always about money. It's about inheritances too. And inheritance isn't necessarily 3D. It's not material. Inheritance is also spiritual inheritance. Your children are a part of that. Y'all are special, and so are your children. So protect them. Help them sharpen their skills, whatever they are. Sharpen their gifts. I know my daughter's already showing her gifts, and we have some deep conversations, and I'm able to kind of really explain to her about trusting her intuition and trusting what her inner voice is telling her, and whatever that is, whatever situation she's in, to listen to that. And I tell her that if she listens to that, she will find herself in the right place at the right time all the time. And that's just what I've been telling her, and she understands that. She's paying attention to signs and synchronicities now. She's paying attention to situations like that. She's paying attention to her inner voice. She's been telling, I think she started getting her gifts at like 5 or 6. She's 13 now, and we are sharpening her gifts. She's one of the brightest, in tune children I've ever met in my life, and she's my one and only so far. I don't know what God has in store for me later on, but so far, she just to kind of give you guys a little story. When I talked about having kids in the past, I always said that I was going to have a daughter. Always just felt I was going to have a daughter, right? I always said I would only have one kid, and that one kid, I always said I only needed one child, as long as that child was a daughter. As long as that child was a mini me. That's what I used to say. And now I'm realizing that statement, mini me, means so much, right? A mini me. She has my gifts. She is very in tune. She is inheriting. She has my inheritance. And I didn't know that when I had her, that I would be the generational curse breaker. But boy, am I happy that that's manifestation as well. Because when I tell you, I never really, when I was younger, like in my early 20s, I was okay with having kids. I didn't really like kids all like that. I would be nice to them, but as far as liking other people's kids or having that nurturing feeling with other people's kids, I never did. Obviously, if it was my family, my nieces, my nephews, but there was even a limit on that. But when I had my daughter, it was like, okay, there was a connection like no other. But again, back to manifestation. For the longest time, I used to say if I ever had a kid, it would be a daughter, a mini me. That's all I need. And that's what God gave me. And now, from the time from 5 to 6, she started, actually from birth, she had gifts from birth. She was a seer. I could get deeper into it, but some of that is just personal. But she showed signs of being advanced, an advanced human being, an advanced soul. And she's always had this brightness. She's always just been so loving and happy and creative and talented and smart. And when she started to get to the age of 5 and 6, she started to show her gifts. And now at 13, which is a crazy number, right? At 13, she is definitely she's paying attention to her gifts now, right? And I'm helping her to sharpen them, and I'm helping her to trust them, and to know that those things mean stuff. Those feelings that she get when she interacts with other people, and when she's in other people's energy. I teach her that. But anyways, just like any other mother, I can go on and on about my child, but there's somebody also that has a child or has children. If you are a generational curse breaker, your children have gifts. They are part of that. They are part of that spiritual inheritance that was opened up for you. So pay attention to that. But anyways, if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't yet, subscribe, please do so. There's a vast majority of people who watch my content, shorts, or even my videos who are not subscribed. And I mean, go ahead. If you're watching the videos, if you're watching the shorts, and the content is resonating with you, please subscribe. If it's not resonating with you, then okay, don't. But if you're watching my videos and you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, please do so. These messages are for you in most cases. I mean, they won't always resonate every time, but it will. I do believe so. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning. We are at 935 subs right now. And I am just so grateful. Just continue to like, comment, share the videos to those who you feel need to hear it. It does help the channel, and it helps our message get out as Unbreakable Souls. When you share these videos, when you expand and help the channel, you're doing the work as well. You're helping me do this work, because these messages are for someone, and we are here to help build and build unbreakable souls, awaken unbreakable souls, strengthen unbreakable souls, and help unbreakable souls get through this life so that things don't break them, so that hardships and warnings and things, they're getting everything. But I'm only one person, y'all. I can only reach out. I can only have the capacity to reach out to so many people. I believe God drew me to YouTube so that I could have a vast amount of ways to get the message out to those who need it. But again, I am only one person. I don't have multiple pages. I'm not doing all of that. I'm doing this in hopes that people will get the message. But I know that my subscribers and y'all Unbreakable Souls who are meant to heal and help people and wake people up, you will share this content as well. But yeah, let's help the channel grow. Let's help get this message out, huh? So I'm going to go ahead and start. Holy Spirit, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, I ask that you protect me as I channel this message for the collective. Any harm sent to myself or the collective, I return that back to sender so strong that they don't even think about testing us again, okay? I only expect and accept love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance in this reading. Love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance. Anything else I do not accept. If ancestors closest to the sun, you are allowed. Anything else, you are not allowed. You must go. I only accept love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance in this reading. Love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance. I know, I speak, I feel. I am love. I know, I speak, I feel. I am peace. I know, I speak, I feel. I am protected. I know, I speak, I feel. I'm connected. I was about to say collected. All right. Let's see. Let's see what the ancestors have to tell us today. Let's see here. All right. Some of y'all, are receiving downloads, and they're not just regular. Well, I don't know if there are any such thing as regular downloads, but these downloads are showing you how to create something step by step. There's a presence that you are feeling, and that's your support. I mean, there's also something that you some of y'all might be tarot readers, because there's something you're relaying, that support that you're receiving, those messages, those instructions on how to build something. You're teaching people how to feel the support. And you're also relaying those messages. And that's kind of what I was speaking about before I started to pull these cards. Someone here is teaching, someone here is either being taught or is teaching, is kind of showing someone how to create their life, how to teaching them skills, right? Through repetition, but really like hands-on teaching, really like getting in there, digging in, getting your hands dirty, and really like, it's like hands-on experience for this person that you were teaching. Some of y'all might have grandchildren. Again, some of y'all might be teaching your children. Again, what you learned from, like I said, you guys are getting messages from the Most High, and now you're passing that down to your child. You are, and you've got support. Some of y'all also might be passing down things that you learned from your mother or your grandfather. But your ancestors are definitely speaking through you, through messages, through these downloads. Whatever you're teaching your child or your grandchild, it's definitely valuable. It's valuable to their lives. It's valuable to surviving. It's valuable to their spirituality. I mean, some of y'all might be religious. Some of y'all might be teaching the word to young kids. You know, some of y'all might sing. Some of y'all might play some type of drum or like a bongo or something like that, to where you can, it's like an instrument that you can feel as you teach these things. Maybe some of y'all teach music. Let's get a little deeper here. Be more about knowledge and craftsmanship. You're teaching someone not to give into temptation. Like, it's like you're teaching someone not to want what others have. You're teaching someone that they are the prize. You're teaching someone that, you might be teaching someone that everything that they are is enough, more than enough. It's like you're teaching someone how to, this is definitely either a parent or a grandparent teaching. Like, maybe some of y'all, like I said, my pre-message was more about like teaching someone about their gifts, or helping someone to hone in or sharpen their gifts. So some of y'all might have athletes, some of y'all might have children who are into music or singing, but you definitely are support. That's definitely, there's support here from you, and you're giving them the knowledge that you have about whatever the subject is, and you're helping them to remain strong within this craft, right? So helping them understand that there's no need to fight for attention. There's no need to fight for what they want. Like, there's no need to, like, they have their own thing. They don't have to like compete with other people. They are special. They are different. Teaching them to be stable emotionally. Don't let people like get you all flustered and out of whack. And these are all necessary skills for life, to become an adult, to deal with life. don't compete with anybody else. You do your own thing. You are enough. You're top tier yourself. There's motivation here. And you're letting them know that this is in you, right? This is who you are. This is what you come from. Be strong, emotionally stable. Some of y'all have daughters, like you're teaching her not to be promiscuous, like to understand that the importance of who they are is on the inside, not necessarily their body, or like they don't have to get naked or any of that to be successful in life, is what I'm saying. They don't have to do the most to the attention that they really need to have, and that the most valuable attention is the attention you get for what's on the inside, not necessarily what's on the outside, is what I'm hearing. This is what y'all are teaching this young lady. And basically, no matter what others do, people can try to be you, but they can never be you. These might be messages of motivation that you're getting from your ancestors to you. Take it how it resonates, but someone is learning a lesson, a life lesson. There's no need to compete. You are enough. Everything inside of you, you're actually like, you're what everybody is wanting to be and have. So remain emotionally stable. You don't have to do too much to get attention. People can try to manifest and try to be who you are, but they can never be who you are. And if you stay emotionally stable, that will help you to decipher when someone is trying to betray you, someone is trying to lie to you. When you get engulfed in your emotions, then you start to get blinded, right? And that's where the betrayal comes. But your ancestors say you are a spiritual gold. And you're going to have haters. You're going to have haters. You're going to have people who are mad about this, which we know about those haters, don't we? Somebody may be a Virgo. Take it how it resonates. You may have a hater that's a Virgo. But somebody may be a Virgo that Holy Spirit is saying to release perfectionism. So there was a reason why Spirit says you don't have to compete with others. You are enough. And then it says release perfectionism. It's like this card came out like, I think someone sees themselves as something less than who they actually are. So this is actually, to me, this is a message from your ancestors collective. Somebody needed to hear this. Somebody needs to know that you are enough. There's no need to compete with other people. You don't have to do the most. It's in you. It's not on you. People can try to be you. They could try to act like you. They could try to manifest the type of life you have. Because they're mad about who you really are. But as long as you stay emotionally stable, you will be protected from any betrayal. So it's like, and then right here, this person is looking in a mirror when they're actually very pristine and on a pedestal of it's very it's like it's like a model thinking that they're ugly or fat, right? When that's not even the case. So someone looks in the mirror and sees less than who they are. But your ancestors say you are spiritual gold. So someone is having, someone might be, someone has self-esteem issues here. But this is your ancestors coming out, your spirit guides. This is Holy Spirit. This is God telling you you are spiritual gold. Nobody is like you. There's no need if y'all trying to do things to compete with us. Maybe you guys are fighting over a guy, or maybe, you know, in competition with other women over a guy, or if you're a man, you're in competition with, like, you are the prize. Whoever I'm speaking to, collective, you are the prize. You don't have to do all that extra stuff. You don't have to wear all that makeup, wear all those extra clothes, like do your hair all correctly. You don't have to do anything. You're naturally on point. And people are mad. People, you have haters. People are mad that you are able to attract men the way that you attracted. And you may not do a whole lot. Maybe this is also something. You may be someone who doesn't compete or doesn't have to do all of that, and you're still, you like what people are attracted to within you. So this might not be anyone that is but I am getting some type of insecurity here, because you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing less than who you are. But I don't know if you know this, but you are someone who doesn't need to do any of that extra stuff. Inside, like, you are spiritual gold, right? And people are mad because they know this about you, collective. Hold on. All right, sorry, I had to do something for work. Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of understanding what these base cards were, because there was knowledge, there was like someone receiving knowledge and instructions on how to basically be, this was like your ancestors kind of giving us a forewarning of what this message would be. This is instructions. This is like knowledge for you. This is your support. They're saying to really feel what they are saying. Don't just listen, feel it. This is definitely a communication from your ancestors. And then it says you don't have to compete with anybody else. You don't have to do all of that. You don't have to wear all that makeup. You don't have to do all that to your hair. You are spiritual gold. What's in you is what attracts people. And that's why people are so mad. People can try to manifest and have the life that you have, but they can never have that. So remain emotionally stable. That will help prevent the betrayal in your life. Someone is looking in the mirror and seeing something less than who they are, and this is a message from your ancestors stating that girl, you got it mixed up. You are it. You don't need all that extra stuff that all them other girls need. You don't need none of that. You don't need none of that. And this is your message. Let's keep going. Or there's somebody that looks in the mirror and is mad because they're not who you are. Take it how it resonates. I don't know, collective. I think you're pretty confident. So there may be somebody who is mad. It could be a Virgo that's mad, that looks in the mirror and is mad because they can't be you. They're mad that they have to do all that stuff to get the attention, but you just don't. You're just you, right? You're spiritual gold. Yeah, I don't think you're mad, collective. I think this Virgo here is mad. You know, they're mad at when they look in the mirror that they see something else. They're the ones with low self-esteem. Meanwhile, you are they're unstable. They're unstable. They've got problems. So take it how it resonates. Y'all might have somebody, you might be a Virgo, or you might be a Virgo looking in the mirror, not seeing who you really are, seeing something less than you are. But there is somebody here, which I don't think is you, collective. I think you are pretty confident. You are the one that doesn't have to do all of that because you are spiritual gold. You know, people try to manifest and be you, but they can't because you are different. Like I said, you're breaking generational curses. You're different from everyone in your family. This could be a family member. This could be a sibling. This could be a cousin. But whoever it is, she is mad because she can't manifest who you are. Like, she can't manifest. She can't be who you are. She's mad that maybe you have gifts. She's mad at just about everything that you're on. And I really don't want to allow her to creep into this reading, so I'm going to really try to, again, hone in on the messages that Spirit has for you, and that is, girl, you're doing it. Boy, whatever. Take it how it resonates. There's people who are in your vicinity that are mad they can't beat you, and they're unstable, and they're mad, actually, that they can't get close enough to you to betray you. They want to. They want to betray you. And they're mad at how you can attract people and how you can kind of control, like how people are attracted to you. Just everyone is just so drawn to you. Celestial alignment. You're definitely aligned. You're aligned. This support, this knowledge, this life that's being built, this energy that you, this knowledge that you're not only hearing, but you're feeling on the inside, right? You're special. This person is mad that they feel like your life is easy. Their life, everything in your life has come easy to you, but we know that that's not the truth. You listen, you're obedient, you listen to the messages coming through. Not only are you listening again, but you are feeling, you're feeling it. You're feeling what's being told to you. You're really in tuned and aligned with your ancestors and with the higher realm. You're very much so connected to the higher realm. Your life is stable. You're just being yourself. You don't have to do all that extra stuff. You don't have to sleep around. You know what I mean? You don't have to do none of that. You don't have to do any of that to... And that's why another person is mad too. Like, they feel like, okay, this like Collective doesn't have to do all this. She don't have to wear all that makeup. She don't have to do all that to her hair. She don't got to sleep with a million dudes to get attention. She don't have to even sleep with them, really, if she didn't want to. They're attracted to something different. Someone is mad about this. They're mad that you're confident. But they're very much so insecure. They look in the mirror and they see less than who they are. They see a cracked foundation. Or maybe that's not less than who they are. Maybe they think there's something that they're really not. But they're starting to learn that, okay, I'm not who I thought I was. When they look in the mirror, they see who they really are, which is not you. Okay. They know that you are somewhat of a, they know you're divine, but they know that you're not dark. You're light. You're different. You can be yourself. You can just live your life freely and just be yourself. You really don't care, Collective. You don't have to sleep around. You don't have to, you don't have a whole lot of issues in your life, but you did. That's because, again, you're being obedient. And that is helping you avoid betrayal. That's helping you avoid this storm, this mad person. And they are angry. They are enraged about whatever. They're just so mad about you, Collective. Like, they're mad that you're not, maybe they try to do something to cause a storm in your life. They're mad that it's not happening. They're mad that you're not being seen as like a Jezebel, or maybe they try to make you out to be some type of hoe or something like that, but they're mad about that. Take it how it resonates. It could be vice versa. If you're a gentleman, they could be mad that they wanted to make you out to be this person that was out there sleeping around and doing all this and doing the most, when really you don't even have to do all that to get the attention that you're getting. And they know your child is special. They know your child is special. And they're mad about that. They're mad that you were able to pull yourself up out of whatever, like I said, breaking those generational curses, all the wreckages and all, just like the things that just were just so negative. Like, you were able to pull yourself and your child up out of that. Like I said, I said that at the beginning of this reading before I started pulling these cards. I said you were a generational curse breaker, and that is including your child. Your child was also pulled up out of that old wreckage, the old just things from the past, and emotional things that were holding people down, that were keeping people drowning. You've pulled yourself up out of that and your child up out of that, and wow, you can breathe. I'm speaking to somebody. Sacred Dark Goddess Mother. I'm gonna read this one just to kind of see if what I'm seeing is, let's see. I said you pulled you and your child up out of that. You see this woman and her child? The child has that crown on there. This woman is like royalty. I did sun gazing this morning, and I saw an aura of red here. So look up the aura of red. There's gold here. You're just like, your child has armor, so your child is protected. You are protected. It says the universe is here to heal and protect you. Surrender and know it's working for your highest good. You pulled your baby up out of, you and your baby, you and your children you brought them up out of that generational curse as well. Your child is going to be protected. Your child is going to be special, just like you. Your child is going to have gifts. You have gifts. Okay. Anything else? Give me more on this rageful person that's mad you don't have any storms in your life. They're mad you don't got to sleep around. They're mad that you are different. They're mad that you might even be speaking positivity. Give me more on this. Thank you. Yeah, you're saying something they don't want you to speak up about. They don't want you to have support in your life. They don't want you to have, like, they don't want you to they want you to be insecure just like them. They don't want you to be powerful. They don't want you to be able to, they definitely don't want you to be strong. They want you to be weak like them. But that's not in you, because again, you're getting downloads, you're getting messages, you're getting support. There's a presence in your life of a celestial, spiritual presence in your life that is communicating with you. Not only are you hearing things, but you are feeling it inside. You are connected. You are one. You are one. You can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it all. You didn't have to use any type of magic to do this. You didn't have to alchemize this, because this is who you are. This is just what you are. And no matter what, this person who is rageful and mad, they can't, if they wanted to, they couldn't, like I said, they couldn't manifest who you are. They couldn't manifest themselves into who you are. They can't alchemize. They can't, there's nothing they can do to be you, collective. There's nothing they can do to be you. You are being fed everything, your nutrients. You are being supported and looked after, and you are being taken care of by something much bigger than you. Everything you have has been given to you from your ancestors, from this presence, from the celestial presence. Everything you have, food, health, stability, growth, new beginnings, everything you have. And people, when I tell you people are mad about this, somebody is mad. Somebody is mad that they can't be you, collective. Give me more, thank you. I said they didn't want you to speak up. They didn't want you to be strong and be confident and speak up on like, be yourself, right? Speak up on matters that mean things to you. Holy Spirit says, allow your light to shine. Allow your light to shine. You may be a Leo. Maybe a Leo. Be brave. The world needs your gifts. Now is not the time to dim your light. I said that. I said they didn't want you to speak up. I said you were gifted. Be brave. The world needs your gifts. Now is not the time to dim your light. Don't allow anybody, just for comfortability, don't allow anybody to have you dim your light, or to be quiet or not speak up to make them feel comfortable. There's some uncomfortable people here, and the reason why they're uncomfortable is they're mad that they're not you. They're mad that they can't be you. I just had to say this to my daughter. She's a competitive athlete, and I always tell her, you know, they want you to do good, but never better than them. She said something the other night, like, Mom, like, yeah, sometimes I won't say anything, or sometimes I won't do too much because, you know, I don't want to make anybody feel comfortable. I had to tell her this the other night. And that's the crazy connection. That's the crazy, like, these are things that lets you know how connected you are with spirit and how connected you are with your ancestors. Because I just literally told her this the other night. Don't ever dim your light for anybody because they are to make them feel comfortable. If they can't deal with who you are and your light and your abilities, then that's on them. That's their problems that they have to work on. That's them being insecure. I literally had to teach this to my daughter. That's their insecurities. It has nothing to do with you. Be yourself, speak up, do you, play how you're going to play. Don't dim your light for anyone. I literally just said this a couple of days ago. Literally just said this to my daughter a couple of days ago. And I pray to God that she heard me, because I say a lot of things and she'll be like, Mom, but everything that comes through me, like anything that comes to my mind when I'm engaging with my child, and this is how I feel like God is with us, right? He's engaging with his child. Anytime we speak to him like, God, man, like I'm going through this, and he will come back and he will tell you immediately, whether you listen to him or not. But collective, you're listening to him. You have the support. He's teaching you. He's sending you the messages. He's saying, don't dim your light for anyone. You are special. That's just who you are. This is your genetics. This is you inherited this. These are the same words I told my daughter the other day. Talking about these, I mean, this is what you come from. You come from Nubian, strong, powerful black ancestors, black Nubian warrior queens and kings. Like, that's who we come from. No shade to any other race or ethnicity. That's just that's who I know I come from. That's what I know I come from. A strong, powerful, all my ancestors we're all special. We all have powers and gifts, and my daughter is a young black woman. We are the most powerful beings on this earth. I might lose some subscribers for that, but again, just how Spirit is telling you not to dim your light, not to, to speak of that. That's how I truly feel, and I won't dim that for anybody to make anybody feel uncomfortable. If what I just said makes you feel away, then that's your insecurities. Now, something you got to work on. Anyway, so it's time for you to, it's time for you to show your gifts, whatever it is. I said somebody might be a singer, somebody might do music, somebody might build things, somebody might crochet things, y'all might make clothes, jewelry, accessories, whatever it is. Y'all might dance. Hold on. The surrender card came out. Hold on, y'all. Let me see this. And I said, one of the things I also said, just like in the before I started pulling cards, I said that I told my daughter, like, to listen to your inner self, because you will always find yourself at the right place at the right time. Then this came out. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Allow Spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. God or Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment, So, this is definitely, this is for someone definitely specific. Divine lineage. What did I say? This is in you. It's not on you. Divine lineage. Divine lineage. That's why these people are mad. Anybody that's mad about who you are, collective, about the gifts that you have. Because people who are of the same caliber of you, as you, they're gonna appreciate it. They're not gonna be mad. They're not gonna want you to be quiet. They're not gonna want you to dim your light. They're not gonna want you to coddle their feelings. They're gonna look at you like a god. They're gonna look at you like a goddess. They're gonna look at you like you are. They're gonna see the special. They're gonna see you for real. They're gonna see what you're really projecting, which is spiritual gold. They're gonna see you for who you are. So if you have people in your life that can see you and are not jealous of you and are not mad about who you are, and they encourage you to speak up, they encourage you to be yourself, they encourage you to use your gifts, they encourage you to build, they encourage you to to let go of the past and all the negativity. Those are the people you need in life. Those people who try to hold you to your past, try to make you say, oh girl, you're doing too much. Like, you're doing too much. You're too loud, or you're doing the most. Like, you're never doing the most. You're not doing enough. If someone says you're doing the most, that means they're not doing enough, and that's on them. Straight up. Give me more about this. Allowing your light to shine. Thank you. Liberation came out. You're free. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and you got people in here now. Y'all, if y'all have seen my readings, we've seen this card before. This person who is mad and jealous and looking at themselves and seeing less than themselves, they're insecure, they don't think much of themselves. They're looking at you and they're like wanting to be you. They're wanting to live like you. They're wanting to look like you. They're wanting to be strong like you. They're like spying on you to see how they can do what you're doing, but really they don't know that this is divine lineage. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can alchemize. There's nothing they can manifest to be you. That's the message coming through from your ancestors right now. There's nobody can be you. There's nobody like you, collective. Nobody like you, and that's why people are mad. Somebody might be a Libra. It's like you don't fall for the, you don't give into temptation. You don't fall for the okie doke, the banana in the tailpipe. You've got balance. You know, everyone is looking at you. Everyone finds you attractive and sexy, and they're looking at you trying to figure out like how you are, who you are, how you are, what you are. And they don't know that it's imprinted in you. They don't know that it's that is in you. That you got your spirit guides and your ancestors are all on your back, watching your back. You carry them along with you. You've had loss, collective. There has been loss. But every time, like, there has been loss, but don't sit in that loss for too long. Don't grieve for too long. You have to keep going. Because nothing can stop what you got going on. Like, maybe you lost, I don't know, grief came out. Give me more about grief. Let me see what they're trying to tell us about grief here. What about grief? Okay. Maybe somebody lost their father. Give me more. Thank you. Some of y'all might have lost your father as a child, and he is actually here as one of your spiritual warriors, your ancestors fighting the good fight for you on the spiritual side. Or some of y'all didn't have a supportive father. So this is telling me that your inheritance, your spiritual inheritance, probably came from your mother's side. Take it how it resonates. But we've got the Holy One and we've got Warrior out here, side by side. That's inspiration and boundaries. And we've got the Father card in reverse. Let me see something. Some of y'all may be sad that y'all didn't have a father growing up. Some of y'all might have, you might collective have a father wound, which can leave an imprint on the psyche in some way, somehow. But when the Father card, so y'all probably didn't have a father growing up, but you don't have a father wound. Like, you didn't allow that to, like you didn't have to be promiscuous. Like, that's what I'm saying. Most women, I'll say, who, and take it how it resonates. I won't say most women, but some women who don't have fathers growing up do become promiscuous. They don't really have the necessary guidance. They look for attention in other men. Because they're lacking that attention from their father. Take that how it resonates. I'm no psychologist. That's just my opinion and my experience. You lost your father, collective. I think maybe your father passed. But that didn't stop you from being, you got your support and stuff from God. You lost your father. This is your father. He's one of the ancestors. I'm sorry, I know I'm back and forth, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting this message correctly. You did lose your father growing up, but he is one of your ancestors that is pushing you through. His presence is here. His presence is here. Definitely within your higher self. So whatever you're feeling, whatever's being said to you internally, that is that's God. That's the Holy One came out. You may have lost your father growing up, but God has been protecting you this whole time. You may not have had a father. Take it how it resonates. But God has been protecting you. The Creator has been protecting you, setting boundaries, fighting off. And that's because you are of divine lineage. I'm sorry it took me so long to get there, but or if you have a father, he wasn't present, but because of that, because of that, God has been protecting you and has been creating boundaries yeah, he's just been protecting you. So when the Holy One appears to you in this way, it is a reminder to stay consistent with your spiritual practices, to make them a daily sacred ritual. You may have remnants of wounding by those who worshipped a particular Holy One, devotees who circumscribed their personal beliefs and practices such that they excluded other religious or spiritual paths. If this is true for you, it is time to heal those wounds. Otherwise, you sustain the ultimate wounding, the illusion that you are separate from God. I said that you're one with your ancestors. You're one with the Holy Spirit. You're one with God. You are being highly, highly protected. The Holy One card came out. It says when it appears, whatever spiritual practices you have, whatever, keep that going. There was something about, like, you didn't have an earthly father, right? You didn't have an earthly father, but the Creator, the Most High, our Father, this is Him. He's having a father to child talk with you. You are special. No one is like you. Be confident. All of this is that motivational talk maybe that you never had from your father growing up. Maybe some of y'all were feeling a way about that. Maybe some of y'all were grieving or feeling like you were lacking something because you didn't have an earthly father. This message is coming through. Spirit is saying to feel this. Don't only hear it. Don't only listen to it. Really pay attention. Really feel this. You are special. You are a divine lineage. There's no need to grieve the fact that you didn't have an earthly father, because our highest Father has been protecting you and guiding you this entire time. And continue to listen, continue to be obedient. There's a truth also that there's a truth that you may be there's a secret that is being exposed, or this might be a trigger warning, or this might be that someone's father may have done something to them, and it's a secret that it's a secret. It's like a skeleton in someone's closet. And if something happened with that father, whatever happened, that was God protecting you from that father. But it looks like there was loss of a father, or a father figure. Person may not have even really been a father to you. Wasn't a very good father, but God stepped in, protected you this whole time. But there's a truth that's being hidden here. There's a truth that's being hidden. We'll get deeper into that. Maybe something happened when you were 13, 3, 10, 7. Truth came out. So liberate. It's like somebody's not wanting to tell the truth, but the truth is coming out. The truth is out, or Spirit is saying to live in your truth, to speak your truth. Because there's a lot of liberation. There's a lot of speaking up. Someone's not speaking up about something. Someone's not speaking up about something. Someone's worried about speaking up about something. And I'm getting that it has to do with this father figure that wasn't really quite a father. An earthly father that wasn't really a father. God had to protect you from that person. This just got real dark real quick as far as like the message. There's a secret. Maybe that's so I'm getting two different energies here, and that means that both of these energies will eventually make their way to this video. The first energy, I mean, there's like, I'm getting like this is a motivational talk from God, from Holy Spirit, from your ancestors, telling you who you are and what you don't have to do. I'm getting that this may be a promiscuous, there may be a promiscuous woman here that's doing the most. You know, maybe she's maybe she used to do things to get attention and now she doesn't. But there is still someone looking in the mirror and seeing less than who they are. There's insecurities that I think have to do with this father figure that wasn't really a good father, but God did set up boundaries and protected you from that, but there's still a secret. Some of y'all might have been taken out of the homes when you were younger because there was a father that was possibly abusive. I'm getting more sexually abusive, but it's something that is making someone feel very maybe y'all are speaking up about some type of abuse, and that's why this person is mad about it. But there is a secret about a father figure that wasn't necessarily a father. Basically, this person messed with someone of divine lineage, which is why you were either removed from the home or that person was removed from your home, and that was the boundary. That was God protecting you. I said this is the truth. Somebody might be a Libra, a Gemini. It's this Gemini that's keeping this secret. It's a Gemini that's keeping this secret. Maybe the Gemini is being inched or pushed to speak up. There's also a Virgo on here. There's a Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn. I'm about to be done here because this is getting long. Imposter syndrome is creeping in. Yeah, someone's doubting their accomplishments. They're doubting themselves. Like I said, they're looking at themselves. When they see their reflection, they're looking at themselves as less than who they really are. It's an earth sign for sure. Don't let fear self-sabotage what's to come. Break the glass ceiling and shift the structures that are holding you down. The cosmos wants you to let go of your insecurities and have faith in yourself. When this card shows up, the opportunity to level up and gain recognition is well on its way. Every time you achieve or gain the status you desire, there is always someone or something there to overshadow you. As a result, you can build up fear around your own power. The key is to step into the leadership role in your personal and professional life without apology. Your reality will shift once you release the limits on yourself, not the other way around. And I said that. I said, it talks about don't dim your light. It's time for your light to shine. Someone is, there's imposter syndrome going on around here. I'm gonna get a couple more and then I'm gonna close this out. Maybe a father figure spoke down to you. Maybe they were very, you didn't have a supportive father. But somehow God protected you from that father. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. I think he took him out of your home somehow, some way. And if you feel like your manifestations are being blocked, that's because of these are self-limiting mindset. You've got to be more confident in yourself. You have to. God, your spirit guides, God, ancestors, Holy Spirit is telling you to snap out of this. You are worthy. You are worth it. I'm getting that this might be for the divine. I don't know. It's all energies, but I'm getting a masculine energy that may have had a father. May not have had a father growing up, or somehow God removed that father out of the household for their protection. I don't know that they understand that. I think that whoever this masculine energy is thinks that they were grieving this loss of the father, but really it was God protecting them from this person. Maybe they were speaking negative, maybe speaking down on you, collective, but just know that that loss was so that you could get to your elevated status. And there was probably also a mother. If you're a female, if you're a woman, if you're a divine femme, your mother was a fallen divine goddess who spoke negatively to you. They didn't want you to have drive or passion about anything. Like I said, you broke generational curses. You're breaking them right now, but there's still something. I think there's still some secrets and still some things within that, or maybe you're speaking up as you're breaking these generational curses. You're speaking up about these secrets, because in our culture, in many cultures, people like to sweep things under the rug. I think collective, you're talking more, you're speaking out, and people don't want you to speak out. People don't want you to be liberated. People don't want any of this to happen, but you don't care. You're doing it. Because you know because you don't care. There's the Pisces out here. There's a Pisces out here as well. Karmic Pisces. That doesn't have any boundaries. But your soul has been forgiven. That's what I said. You're breaking generational curses. There's soul forgiveness here for you. And your children. Look at this woman with her kids. It says soul forgiveness. Anything going forward, collective, you've broken the generational curses. Whatever this is. I know it probably gets a little deeper, and I can go a little deeper. Maybe I'll do a second reading about this. But lots of toxicity, lots of protection though, lots of hate, lots of insecurities. There's people here. I think this was your family, collective. I think there was some distorted members in your family. This is explaining, this is showing the generational curses that you have broken. You might have had Jezebels in your family. You might have had people who were deadbeat fathers in your family. If you're a male and you're taking care of your children, that's what you switched around, right? You may have had low vibrational people in your family, people who were scared to speak up, people who kept secrets about family abuse, people who were emotionally unstable, people who were more had like the crab in a bucket mentality, people who didn't like for you to speak up and be yourself, and they didn't want you to be confident, people who were not confident themselves, people who lied and betrayed, people who again just very much so fed off of just hard times and adversity. Collective, you are at elevated status. Your soul has been forgiven because of how what you've chosen to do, the decisions you've chosen to make, the emotional clearing that you had, the knowledge that you're taking in. You're living your life. You're taking in knowledge. You're doing exactly what God and your ancestors are telling you to do. You're not only listening, but you're implementing it. It's hands-on. And that's why you are protected. That's why you have broken these generational curses. And that's why you will have abundance, and you will continue to have the messages come through and continue to be communicate. Like you'll continue to be, you're one. You're not separate. You are one with God now. You are one. Nothing. You are one. You are one with God. Congratulations. You've broken generational curses. If this resonated with you, please definitely leave something in the comments. Remain unbreakable. And until next time, bye.